with another month in the books, now I do another arc thoughts. Hooray! So, yeah, full disclosure, as we all know at this point, March has not been a kind month. And it's pretty obvious why. And believe me, I would love to be able to talk about this arc in the utmost great positive detail. Before I really get into the arc, I really should talk about the sort of quick, sort of small story referred to as the Gaimon story. It's not really much. It's just one notable fact about it is in that sort of side quest or side story, you actually get a layout of the One Piece world. So it's important for that reason alone. But now how about we get into Syrup Village itself? And honestly, considering I'm talking about Syrup Village and considering with everything going on, it really is kind of fitting because a lot of One Piece fans really do not think of this arc as anything special. Now, I should iterate, there is no inherently bad arc in One Piece, just ones that are a lot stronger than others. Therefore, there are ones that are weaker than others. And Syrup Village may very well be the weakest, if not the weakest. It is because this is when they first introduced the character of Usopp. Now, a lot of people really like Usopp. Now, in the beginning of this 19-chapter arc, or nine anime episodes for that matter, it is very obvious that Usopp just does not come across as very great. His personality is cowardly. He's known as a liar. Like, trust me, if you read the Syrup Village arc, you are not going to like Usopp at this point. Now, granted, over time, Usopp's great. Like, trust me, we're going to be getting into several big moments throughout the course of the series where, Usopp earns the right of being, MVP of the arc caliber sort of character. But we are not there yet. So there's that. Not to mention, his design is not very great. Fun fact though, he's actually supposed to be based on the Japanese mythology creature known as a Tengu, who is known to lie to people, which, symbolism there. Not to mention, I really shouldn't hate on Usopp because I like Usopp a lot now, but man, he may very well, this early iteration of Usopp is going to ruin it for a lot of people. And not to mention the antagonist of the arc, Captain Kuro, really isn't that great. Now, his premise is pretty interesting. I mean, a pirate who wants to retire and get out of the game, that's great. But his plan of pretending to fake his death and become a butler for 3 years just to gain the good side of this heiress, to then inherit her fortune when he dies, that's a little ridiculous. When really he had the ability to just slaughter everyone and take the fortune for himself all along. I mean, it's a good concept, just was rather executed a little bit poorly. I mean, His fighting style was awesome. You know, he could like move at like lightning fast speeds. And his weapon of choice were like these gloves that had like long swords at the end of each finger. That was pretty cool. But yeah, this is an arc that a lot of the fans really sort of gotta try and trudge through for each and every one of us who has to like reread it. I mean, there are some good moments for sure. I mean, when you learn why Usopp is a constant liar, you feel for him a lot more, for sure. Usopp's relationship with Kai is great. And, you know, Luffy's fight with Kuro, while not nearly one of the best in the series, you know, is a good one, for sure. Especially Luffy's finishing move on Kuro. That was really cool. It actually really made use of Luffy's devil fruit ability as well, and how he really can't stretch any part of his body, including his neck, that is. So, that was pretty cool. What else am I forgetting? Oh, yeah. The two Meow Bandit brothers or whatever they were, their designs really aren't very great. In fact, I'm thinking, Zoro, can you please just end this? Please? Like, stop taking too long and just finish him. Which he does. And that was really cool. You know, and plus it also harbored on the fact that, you know, in spite of the overwhelming odds, Zoro will fight with honor. That's pretty cool. What else? Oh, right. I can't really talk about Syrup Village without first talking about the best things to come in the arc. And, well, again, when you learn about Usopp's backstory and why he's a liar, that happens near the tail end. So, again, you kind of got to trudge through it. But more importantly, we get the original Straw Hat flagship, the Going Merry. The name of their ship, which does get a little bit bittersweet when you learn of what happens to Merry down the line. But, you know, it's still nice to see. You know, a little bit of nostalgia for you. But honestly, considering how weak this arc kind of is as a whole, and considering that, again, way back when 4Kids was the company dubbing One Piece, yeah, it really didn't do it very many favors. I mean, a lot of us have gotten over it now, and we live in much better times. But, man, you sort of gotta trudge through it. Again, there are no bad arcs in One Piece, I can assure you. Just ones that are weaker than others. And again, this may very well be the weakest. Although it is kind of funny how, in spite of what's going on in the world right now, I would be talking about this arc right now. Don't worry. Give it some time. You know, just keep following the story along. Usopp really does get a lot better. Believe me. In fact, I guarantee you by the time we get to the very end of 2020, we'll be getting to the one part of the story where Usopp really does start to shine as a whole. Don't worry. We'll be getting into the arc where he gets his epitaph a little bit more down the line, like 2022. But for now, just remember, actually, you know what? This is actually kind of a fitting metaphor. You know, get through Syrup Village is March of 2020 of this year. You know, just trudge through it. We can get through it, and there's a straight line to glory in the end. Plus nothing else, you get to see me rock this tie for one final video in March. Hey, listen, it may just be after 10 p.m. right now, which means I really am way past bedtime, but, yeah, You know, I can still rock this tie for a little less than 2 hours. Don't worry. I'll end the video here. I really should because I'm starting to get tired. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, turn on those notifications on YouTube. I am very humble I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopefully you had a wonderful final day of March. A wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Here's to hoping that the next month isn't quite as weak, I suppose. See ya.